Hi everyone, so this video I'll talk about using quad draw and making our surface live to use a quad draw on it and to create the manual creation of the retopology and the new polygons for the low poly model. Okay, but before that, maybe just want to show you this position. So just take note, don't move your golem for no reason. Okay, so this is just to show you that you're not supposed to move it by bringing it upwards. So if your column is already above the plane, you don't need to move it. And we need to be careful, because if we were to move it, we may need to re-export the disseminated mesh, because the high-res model and the low-res model must be in the same position. So the translation and the scale has to be the same on the exact same position. So when we create the maps, there will not be errors. Okay, so that's where quad draw is actually very useful. Okay, so we will set the surface live first. I'll jump through some of these slides and then I'll quickly show you in Maya. So when jumping through slides, set the surface live, set the wireframe on, set the surface live, and then when the surface is live, you'll see it like this. So this is where we can start using our quad draw tool. When the surface is live and you see the wire mesh is on, it will be green color. Okay, then now you can go to this video if you want to by flip normals. So retopology for beginners in Maya by flip normals. It's a really cool video, and it shows you how they are able to retopologize the mesh very easily. Well, I'll just go through some of these slides and show you how I do it. Okay, so the quad draw hotkeys, this is also in your Maya. You can see all these hotkeys there, but I'm just going to focus on the 4 red ones and the 2 blue ones. Okay, so the first red one is Ctrl Shift left mouse click, you will delete the dots, and then when we left mouse click, obviously we create the dots, and then when we press Shift and left mouse click, we will delete the dots. When you hold Ctrl and left mouse click, we will insert edge loop, and then when we hold down Shift, we will be able to relax the points. When you hold down Tab, left mouse click or middle mouse click, we will be able to extend the edge loop. Okay, so just take note. Later I'll show you. It will be clearer when I show you. We'll open up the modeling toolkit, open quad draw, and then plant the dots. So left click, left click, left click, click, plant the dots, and then we hold down Shift left mouse clicks once we have the dots, and then we'll be able to create a face there. So when we create face like this, you see we are referencing our disseminated model, and then we create dots on top, we create faces on top. So it's tracing the exact position of the high-res model, and then while we are creating very low poly stuff, so we are able to manually retopologize like this. Remember to keep the faces big for now, so we go fast. We go fast, and then we go to the areas that are more difficult to add more details later. Okay, and then hold down Tab left mouse click, we'll be able to extend the loops, and we try to close the holes, difficult areas, try to extend all the way, and then towards the end we'll try to close the hole like this. So every time we try to close the end, you don't need to follow exactly my topology or anything, but you just want to make sure you try to maximize your quads, and maybe just have 1 or 2 triangles if you need to, but you should try to your best to just have quads. And then you can see there are some areas where we can't be too perfect. We can't get every single part, because that's the whole idea. We are creating a more low poly mesh. Then the rest we'll use the maps to project the details onto it, and then we'll be able to create the low poly mesh with the high res details nicely. Okay, so now I'll go into Maya. First thing first, select wire mesh on. Okay, select our model, click this button over here, and then this 40K mesh will be on top here. So it's telling you that the surface is now live. We cannot even touch it, because now it's like a reference mesh for all the vertex to stick over there. So what is very cool is that we can open up the modeling toolkit on the right side and press quad draw. Okay, now we can plant the dots. Okay, so I'm just going to bring up my pure ref. Okay, so you can look at all the shortcut keys that I'll be using over here. Okay, so first I will try to plant 4 dots. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I hold down Shift, left mouse click, I'll create a dot over there. Okay, now I just need 2 dots, and then I can hold down Shift and create a face. Okay, why? Because there's another 2 dots here, obviously, 2 vertex. Okay, I can also hold down Tab left mouse click to extend, Tab mouse left mouse click to extend. So I'm extending the edge loop. Tab, left mouse click, extend it. I want to keep this straight. So let me adjust that. And then as I mentioned before, I don't want too much. So I want to have a reasonable number of face size. Don't want it to be too small or too big. Okay. So this one I think almost just nice. Maybe can be a bit bigger so that I can go even faster. Okay, so towards the end I try to hold shift and then oops, unfortunately it can't compute over here. So if it can't compute, I'll try to drag one point, one dot to the other dot. So what you see when I drag one dot to the other dot, it snaps and then there is no double face. Obviously I'm trying this by pulling this so I can see. And then now there's one very big face here. So I can hold down Ctrl to add a edge loop. Ta-da! So now I've covered Ctrl left mouse click, Shift left mouse click, Ctrl left mouse click. Okay. So Ctrl left mouse click is what? Ctrl Shift left mouse click is delete the dot. So if I want to delete a face or delete a dot, I can press Ctrl left mouse click. I can delete it. Ctrl Shift left mouse click. I can delete it. Okay. So I'll just undo. So Ctrl Shift left mouse click, you can delete. Okay. So now I want to select this whole face. I press tab left middle mouse click. Tab middle mouse click. I'm gonna extend this whole loop. So now I can go very fast. Okay. So here there's a area that's more bulging. I think you will have a problem later, but I'll just go fast first. And then later maybe I can go back to adjust this area. Tab left middle mouse click, drag. And then I quickly reach the end over here. So that's pretty cool. So my size is actually pretty big. The bottom part, I need to manually pull this up so I can still control these points. You can see left mouse click drag is pretty fast. And then I want to find a way to close this here. Okay, so maybe here I'll do it a bit more slowly. Try to grab more details if possible. Planting one dot at a time. One dot. And okay, this one probably too inwards. Let me adjust this. Adjust. Okay. Okay, you see. So I can hold down just a face and then drag it to adjust. Okay, so it's getting closer. Try again. Hmm. Up. Here I actually just want to close it over here. It's not okay. I want this one. Nice. So as mentioned, yours can be different from mine. It's okay. Okay, so we just want to close it, and then later I can add more edge loops if I want to. So I'm not too concerned if it doesn't look too pretty right now. Let me drag one of this out. So this helps me to close this area a bit easier when I drag one from the opposite side to close that. And then now I end up with one triangle over here, which I'm not very happy. So what I'll do is I'll add a edge loop here. So I have a quad instead. Okay, so by doing that, I have a quad. And then I know that I added an edge loop here, so I'm creating more polygon. But I can hold down shift. So shift to drag to relax points. Hold down shift. I can relax any point I want. Okay, if I want to relax a big area, I click B to activate soft selection. Then now I relax a big area. It's almost a bit too powerful when I relax a big area, so I want to be a bit careful also. There we go. So this is not too bad. try to maximize the corners if possible. Okay, then now I go back to here. I want to delete, Ctrl Shift left click a few points over here to re-extend this area. Okay, so maybe I'll have one more edge loop over here. Push it up a bit. Okay, one dot. Tap, drag. Okay, maybe this one is not very good. Tap, drag. So when you get an edge out by tap drag, I feel like it works pretty well in this case. Gives me the direction I want, and then I can snap the points back in. Okay. This part is a bit silly, so I'll just force it so that it's not so stupid. Hmm. Okay, so I have something like this. Okay, so as mentioned before, it's not super perfect, but it's good enough. Okay, we are also trying to do one that is not taking up too much time here. Right, so maybe I'll just clean out these two faces. Be more like this. Okay. Alright, so now I'm done with the arm, and then I'll go to the next part of the body. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.